closure. I'm older and I'm moving faster than ever. I'm cold with it, whether for casters or whether it's 4 lines or more. I'm the master of never.
It's Pastor Jordan. If you hear that in the background, it's my AC. It's in the hundreds where I live already, so I'm not turning it off. You're just gonna have to suffer with me. Today I'm gonna react to Juice Wrld, I'm Cursed. You guys have been asking for this one. I've been wanting to do this since last week, but I got a little bit busy with some other stuff, some paid reactions, everything else. But we're finally gonna get to it. I finally read those tweets that Juice WRLD's friend had dropped, all about, you know, how Juice WRLD had passed away and what was really going on. So if you want to hear me talk about that, what I think, that's in one of the most recent videos, so go check that out. Other than that, the podcast dropped on Monday. It's my favorite episode so far, and you should definitely check it out. If you want to be on the podcast, let me know. Tell me what you'd want to talk about, all that stuff. I have one spot left on my Patreon for a $10 reaction if you make music. Other than that, we're just going to hop into it. So here we go. Shout out to whoever made this lyrics video.
I'm in my favorite place, but I feel out of place still. Running out of options, screaming out, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Tempted to kill all of my plugs, cause what if they lace the pill? I'll be another legend falling like Lil Peep and Mac Mill.
Dang, bro. Why is this unreleased? Dude, he came off so hard, so quick. Alright, let's go back. Oh, dude. Why is this not like the top recommendation for songs? Because this is already crazy. He said so much in just that.
I'm in my favorite place, but I feel out of place still.
Alright, so he says, I'm in my favorite place, but I feel out of place still. Basically, like, you get to this point where you're doing all the things you used to love to do, but it's just not really filling you up the same way it used to, right? Like, you're just at this point where you know you're not happy with your life anymore because you're doing all the things you used to love, but you're not happy anymore. You know that there's more. Your thoughts are going deeper than that, and you just feel kind of empty.
Running out of options, screaming out, Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
That's exactly what I said. Like, you just get to this place where you're just, nothing's working for you anymore. And he says, I'm running out of ideas. So I'm just like turning to God saying, like, look, if you have something else for me, then do that, because I'm done trying to run this by myself. It's not even working.
Screaming out, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Tempted to kill all of my plugs, cause what if they lace the pill? I'll be another legend falling like Lil Peep and Mac Mill.
Oh. So he says, I'm tempted to kill all of my plugs, because what if they lace the pill? So he's saying, I know that I have this addiction, but I'm also, like, it keeps me paranoid too, because I'm afraid that somebody's gonna, like, try to off me one of these days. I'm gonna get something laced with something else, and I'm gonna die. And he says that's what happened to Lil Peep, that's what happened to Mac Mill, that's what happened to these other rappers, these other legends. So not only is he, like, shouting them out to be, like, amazing artists, but he's also saying, like, I know that my lifestyle is dangerous and it's got me, like, up at night.
Feeling this familiar. My new girl was scared I go back to her. I won't say her name, I know that it's cursed.
Bro. So he said the new girl is afraid that I'm gonna go back to the old girl, but I won't even say her name because it's cursed. Like, that relationship was so bad that this girl literally has to be a curse or something, because it's just been so awful with her. Dude. And then just the way that he structures a song is always so good.
Girl was scared I go back to her. I won't say her name, I know that it's cursed. But enough about my ex, I got real problems. Upgraded to my dream girl, solve my pill problem. She holding all the perks until I go and fuck the pills out. My past ruined love for me, I don't know how to feel about it.
I love that, like, we have so many interviews and stuff with Juice WRLD, because then you understand where all these lyrics come from. Because he did, like, he was trying to get clean, he was getting help from her, and then he also was trying to, like, get back to the pills just because he was addicted. And he said, what did he say right here? My past ruined love for me, I don't know how to feel about it. So then back to that, like, Cupid stuff, you know? just the fact that he had been hurt so many times before by these girls, like, has left him having issues with his relationship that he was in at that point. That can happen, and you have to be ready for that. You have to be ready to deal with that, because your past relationships will literally ruin the one that you're in now if you don't stop, if you don't stop it from happening. You have to face that stuff.
Ruin love for me, I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, sipping lean slow. Any, many, money, more. I fucked up, but she still stayed. I can't let her go, no, I can't let her go. Being honey by my wrong. Sometimes it gets hard to handle. Like, oh no, here we go. Here we go. Wake up in the middle of the night, gasping for air. I don't know how this shit happened, but I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm in my favorite place, but I feel.
Oh no, we can't just pass over that. Like, we didn't just see that. Can we go back and talk about how deep this part was? Dude, that was wild.
Sometimes it gets hard to handle. Like, oh no, here we go. Here we go. Wake up in the middle of the night, gasping for air. I don't know how this shit happened, but I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh, dude, he's so good at what he does. But he says, wake up in the middle of the night, gasping for air. I don't know how this happens. And then he says, we're kind of back on the same BS. So sometimes it gets hard to handle, but I just go, here we go. So basically, like, it's just a repeated cycle. Waking up in the middle of the night, gasping. I mean, he talks about having lucid dreams. He talks about having bad dreams. He talks about having, like, bad trips on drugs. Also talks about having, like, a lot of issues with withdrawal symptoms. It could be any of those things. It could be all of those things. But my dude definitely had some demons, And we do too. And it can keep you up at night, bro. And it can wake you up in the middle of the night. And, like, that's the worst time. That's when your demons really strike, is when you're alone, when it's late at night, when you're kind of just stuck with your own thoughts and there's nothing to distract you from that. Those are the worst times.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm in my favorite place, but I feel out of place still. Running out of options, screaming out, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Tempted to kill all of my plugs, cause what if they lace the pill? I'll be another legend falling like Lil Peep and Mac Mill. Lost, feeling this familiar.
And then that talent, dude. Cause Jesus, take the wheel, Mac Mill. So that you have that rhyme there. But then he goes, because Mac Miller, familiar. So he takes one word and creates two rhyme schemes off of it. Like, that's talent. That's stuff that you don't see every day in songs. That's stuff you don't see every day in the writing of rap. And this is just freestyle. Like, he's able to just come up with that. That's talent. Because if he had said Mac Miller, it wouldn't have rhymed with Jesus, take the wheel, and the cadence would have been off because that's an extra syllable. But instead, he carries that syllable over to the next bar, and then is able to rhyme it with the bar that he sings after that. I don't know if you guys understand that, but if you write raps and you write poems, you'll understand. But that's just that's not stuff that people do every day, and that's stuff that you learn after, like, continuing to write.
Feeling this familiar. My new girl was scared, I go back to her. I won't say her name, I know that it's Kurt. Hey babe, it's me again. I know I've been tweaking, praying for forgiveness, demons at the clean. Never thought I'd have a love like this, and I mean it. Never thought I'd be the drugged out type, okay. Juice WRLD, really little rock star life, okay. Shit is not okay. Got so paranoid, stop smoking octane. Vision blurry, saw my family Stevie wondered about me. My new girl, make it clear, call her Lottie Blu-ray, Lottie Dottie Blu-ray.
Bro, my man knows how to pop off, dude. But he's saying, like, he says that he's tweaking. So that's somebody who's, like, really a drug fiend. And then he says, I never thought I'd be the drugged out type. So he admit, like, I had people texting me sending me messages the other day when I said, like, I'm not surprised by these new tweets about him, because I knew that he was so addicted to drugs that it was going to kill him. You know, it was very clear in his music, and some people were like, no, I didn't know it was that bad. How do you take this then? You know, when he says, I never thought I'd be the drugged out type, you know, I'm really living a rock star life. I knew I was tweaking. I knew that I was causing more problems in my relationships because I couldn't get off the drugs. Like, my man admitted so many times that he really had problems. How do you take that and not understand that he was going to die? You know, I'm Dante. He said that he tried to reach out to Juice, I guess, because he knew, like, this is some real stuff. You know, he made it very clear. He knew how far into it he was. It doesn't mean he could stop. You know, he was trying. He knew it was a problem, but he couldn't stop. That's addiction. But for the people who say, I didn't know it was that bad, I feel like you missed the point then, or you haven't heard these songs, because these songs make it very clear.
Call a Lottie Blu-ray, Lottie Dottie Blu-ray. I don't want no one around me. Feel like they don't want me around anyway. Touche, yeah, touche. If you couldn't tell, I'm real intoxicated. Just to fall asleep, but I know all my demons gonna wake me. I can't get no peace. And now I'm starting to really grow impatient. I'm my enemy, but I don't feel like talking about it. Leave me alone.
Oh. So he said, I get high just so I can sleep, but then my demons wake me up. I can't get no peace. So basically he's saying, like, when I'm sober, I really just want to get high so I can stop thinking about all this stuff. But then when I get high, I have these bad trips where I still feel attacked, I still feel paranoid, I still feel anxious. And so even when I get high, it's not good. But the addiction makes me get high anyways. So when I'm sober, it's bad. When I'm high, it's bad. And then he says, I know that I'm my own enemy. Like, I know I'm the one hurting myself, but I'm not even ready to have that conversation, because I've said it so many times before, if you just get clean from drugs, you'll go back to drugs if you don't replace it with something else. And Juice didn't really understand how to cope with things without drugs. Because when you get off drugs, you have to learn how to cope with your emotions, your problems, your issues without getting high. And that's like relearning how to live life, how to deal with problems, you know, and it's difficult and it takes time. And my man is here with a whole music career, all these tours. Like, where was the time at? And obviously, this is something so serious that time should have been made, but that's a hard thing to do as a famous artist.
But I don't feel like talking about it. Leave me alone and let me be. In my favorite place, but I feel out of place still. Running out of options, screaming out, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Tempted to kill all of my plugs, cause what if they lace the pill? I'll be another legend falling like Lil Peep and Mac Mill. Feeling this familiar. My new girl was scared, I go back to her. But I won't say her name, I know that it's cursed.
That's it. I want to hear some covers, bro. Some of y'all gotta hop on the rest of that beat and finish it. Dude, I don't know, man. I love Juice WRLD. I love reacting to his stuff. If you like that, make sure that you like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. I don't have a lot more to say, man. You know, you guys know where I stand. If this is your first video, make sure you go check out some other ones so you know kind of what I think about Juice WRLD, where I stand on all these issues. But super good song. I don't know why you guys have not been asking me to react to this. Well, I guess because it just came out. But, I mean, you guys should have been blowing my phone up with this one, bro. This one was so good. Other than that, though, let me know what you want to see. Make sure you go check out my podcast, man. You'll like it, I swear. Especially if you're somebody who, you know, is dealing with drug addiction, dealing with drugs. Go check out the podcast. You'll really enjoy it. You'll get a lot from it. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. So have a great day and drink water.
Mayday, mayday, pouring, screaming, make way. Make room in your life, I'll be your Potiphar's wife. I'll ease your pain and your strife, I'll be your reason to lie. So you can eat with your eyes, make love with me in your mind. I've been looking for you, I just wanted to help you. I know you're struggling right now, it's been a while since I felt you. I know just the thing to ease the strain, that it overwhelm you. Just forget about your problems with the way that I touch you. I know you think about it, you open pick